So hello mga kakulot, magandang umaga, magandang hapon, magandang gabi kung saan ka malupalop ng mundo. Sana sa buting kalagayan. PJTV nga pa pala ito. Ako po'y kulot pero hindi salot. Ayun na nga, umattend pala ng Senate hearing itong si Muking na sinasabi ni Garma may connection sa reward system nila Bongo. At ito, in-interview nga siya dito. At as usual, i-deny nila yan. Comment down below kung ano yung mga sabi nyo sa pag-deny ni Muking na wala pong reward system. Comment down below, huwag kalimutan mag-like, share, and subscribe. Push the notification bell para lagi updated. Tara, umpisa na natin to. Ano pang hinihintay mo? Panoorin na natin.
Mga katanungan sa kanya at naging malinaw po talaga ang kanyang posisyon. At plano ko po talaga sana, Ginoong Pangulo, na sa susunod na lang ako magtanong. Pero bigla niyong binanggit kanina, nagulat ako. Kasi yung nandito, ang tingin ko, lahat general. Tapos binanggit nyo si Ma'am Muking. Hindi ko man po talaga alam ang tunay na pangalan ni Ma'am Muking. Kilala ko lang siya as si Muking. Kaya nung binanggit nyo na nandito si Ma'am Muking, nagulat ako bakit nandun siya sa mga general. Pwede po ba ako magtanong, Ginoong Pangulo, kay Ma'am Muking, bakit po kayo nandyan?
Good evening po, Mr. Chair, at the rest po ng mga senators and other resource speakers. Nadawit po yung pangalan ko, Mr. Chair, dahil doon sa naging affidavit po ni Colonel Royina Garma.
Na ano po? Na?
Sabi niya po doon sa first affidavit na parang tumawag daw po ako sa kanya to ask for the number of Colonel Leonardo. And doon din po sa kanyang supplemental affidavit, sinabi niya po na meron daw po siyang kinukuha sa akin na pera as support daw po para sa kapulisan.
Ito po yung binabanggit kanina ni dating Pangulong Rodrigo Roa Duterte na kayo po ang nagbibigay na panggasolina? Parang ganun po.
Actually, Mr. Chair, hindi naman po ako directly kasi hindi naman po ako disbursing officer po.
Opo, ano po ba ang function ninyo? Kasi ang alam ko po, kilala ko po kayo si Ma'am Muking na lahat po ng hiningan ko ng tulong sa pagpapa-ospital. Kayo po ang tinatawagan ko.
Yes, Mr. Chair. To be clarified, Mr. Chair, saang functions po ang ginatanong ninyo sa akin sa City Mayor's Office po ba or sa Office of the President?
Nagkakilala po tayo sa Office of the President na, pero doon po, sa panahon na yon, alam nyo naman po, lahat ng hiningi ko sa inyo may kinalaman sa ilalabas sa ospital.
Yes po, Mr. Chair. Isa po yan sa functions namin po sa Office of the President.
Opo, kaya po ako naguguluhan. Paano po kayo napunta dito? Napagbintangan po kayo? Na ganun po ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Parang malabo naman po yata dahil ako na po mismo, Chairman, Ginoong Pangulo, kilala ko po si Ma'am Muking na personal. Now, buong pagkakakilala ko po, wala po akong ginawa kundi humingi sa inyo ng tulong. Ilabas niyo po sa ospital ito, baka pwede niyo pong bigyan ng ICE ito, mga lahat po ng ganun. Medyo naguguluhan lang po ako at hindi po yata ako naniniwala na involved po kayo dito.
Yun na nga po, Mr. Chair. It is an opportunity po na patawag din po ako dito at para lang din po malaman po ng karamihan na ang trabaho ko po sa Office of the President is purely administrative matters po and clerical works. At the same time po, mechanical jobs po, Mr. Chair.
Okay po. Yun lang po, nilinaw ko lang po kasi pasensya na po kayo. Naguluhan lang po ako ba't kayo nandito. Yun lang po, maraming salamat po, Ginoong Pangulo. I-reserva ko na lang po yung mga tanong ko sa susunod na meeting na lang po.
Kasi si Muking, who is Miss Ermina Espino, was invited, lalo na kung andito si Colonel Garma para ma-confront natin siya. Even the past PNP chiefs, inibita natin yun kasi nandun sa chart ni Colonel Garma, na yung central figures, Colonel Leonardo, was briefing the PNP chiefs. Andito na rin naman kayo. So can we get kunin ko na reaction ninyo? What can you say about that? Although wala dito yung, hindi inulit dito ni Garma man o hindi naman kinonfirm ni Leonardo, but andito na rin kayo. Can we get your Were you given copies of the chart? Hindi. Bigyan natin sila.
We saw it on TV,
Opo.
Mr. Chair.
Ito lang po yun. Gusto ko lang kasi parang ang part ng trabaho ni Edelberto Leonardo, briefed incoming chief PNP, etc. So yun, being those PNP chief, can you comment or react to this allegation?
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Chair. I became the officer in charge of the PNP starting October 14 up to January 19. On January 20, I was appointed as full-time chief PNP. Of course, I would not deny that I know Colonel Garma, Colonel Leonardo, being assigned in Davao and being a resident of Davao. And I had my high school and law school in Davao. But we cannot imagine them putting the chief PNP into the graph. I mean, a 4-star or even a 3-star general taking orders from a lieutenant colonel.
Hindi naman order, sir, but a briefing on the drug situation.
Not even,
Okay,
because we rely extensively on the knowledge that the PNP has. We have a specific directorate taking care of that, which is the Directorate for Intelligence. So why depend on Leonardo? He doesn't have any control over all the units of the PNP nationwide. So no, Mr. Chair, we deny that we are included, and that that graph or whatever drawing that he presented is not true.
You were never briefed by Leonardo on the drug situation when you were incoming or when you were incumbent PNP chief.
He cannot afford to brief me, Mr.
Okay.
Chair.
Because
I'm more
what-
knowledgeable than him.
Okay. So how about the others po? Ganun ba?
Your Honor,
Sinas.
just like General Gamboa, I have no briefing before I became the Chief PNP. We get our instructions from the President because the President is regularly conducting a monthly meeting with us, sir. And he relayed the instructions through our SILG, sir. So we followed the flow of communication, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, General Sinas. General Danao, sir. Okay.
Yes, sir. I became the officer in charge from May 2022 only, sir. So 3 months. It's election time. And when I became MPD director, regional director of 4A and NCR, never did we get any instruction, or why should I get also a instruction from a lieutenant colonel? And kung meron man, sir, impormasyon yan, hindi rin yan as a gospel truth if ever. Kasi nakita naman natin, sir, nung una, the President even announced yung mga names. So, hindi na kailangan, sir, siguro, si Leonardo dyan. So, we never got any instruction, or I never coordinated for that matter. It was also at the time when I became RD of 4A and NCR, pandemic, sir, nung una. Sarado nga, sir, yung mall, nung panahon na yun. That's all, sir.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, I am included.
You're the fourth. Yes, you're the fourth chief
Yeah.
PNP.
Mr. Chairman, I just would like to make my wonder. I really wonder why. How come a lieutenant colonel is going to brief a 4-star general on what particular field of interest about the drug situation? If I need a briefing about the drug situation of the country, I ask the General Aquino. He is the PDEA Director General. I ask the Director for Intelligence because alam niya yung pangyayari sa Pilipinas. Or I may ask General Ferro, my anti-illegal, my drug enforcement unit chief. Why do I have to get a briefing from a lieutenant colonel coming from a region assigned to Region 11? So I don't see, I cannot, wala akong maisip na dahilan bakit ako magpapabrief dyan sa isang, at the time, he was still Major ata, hindi pa Lieutenant Colonel. Lieutenant Colonel ba, nung ako nag-CPNP? Never, even a single instance na nag-report yan sa opisina ko, either Leonardo or Garma, they never reported to me. They never report to me. Walang, hindi na kahit isang instance man lang na nag-report sa akin yan. Much more, yung pagbibriefing sa akin. Who are they to brief me? I am the chief PNP. Baka sabihan ko pa siya, you sit down, I will brief you. Mr. Chairman, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, Senator Villanueva, yes. Hindi, si Muking, tama ba yung pagkarinig ko kay Presidente that sometimes namimigay ka ng pera? Kung totoo yun, anong konteksto nun?
Actually, Mr. Chair, hindi po ganun ka-elaborated yung sinabi po ni former President. Na-mention ko po kanina, Mr. Chair, na hindi po ako ang disbursing officer. So, ang sinasabi niya pong support, Mr. Chair, is yun pong office supplies, office equipments, and yun pong gasoline po na binibigay namin sa mga precinct commanders po in every precinct po sa Davao City.
So cash na yun?
No po, Mr. No cash po, Mr. In a form of
voucher, mga ganon?
Yes, meron po kaming tinatawag na gas slip po, Mr. Chair, yung parang PO slip. Yun po yung kinukuha ng mga police in charge doon sa nakadesignate din po na personnel at hindi po directly from me, Mr. Chair.
So can you tell us ano yung mga nahawakan mo ng posisyon sa gobyerno from the LGU of Davao up to kung sa national man?
I entered the city government of Davao in 2001. I was appointed as Community Affairs Officer 1 up to Community Affairs Officer 3. Then before the end of the mayorship of the former president, I was promoted again to Supervising Management Officer. And by that time, Mr. Chair, I was seconded to the Office of the President last 2016. So nung natapos na din po yung term ni Mr. President, nabalik na din po ako sa City Government of Davao, occupying the same position.
So all the while, LGU employee ka pala?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Thank you for that. Senator Villanueva?
Just that one follow-up question. When you were giving this, what's that, gas
slip.
Oh, what was your position then in the palace?
Not in. I may clarify,
Opo.
Mr. Chair.
Sige po. Sorry for my innocence. I'm just a little bit confused. You were part of PMS ba or PNP or?
No, Mr. Chair.
Sige, please.
2016 po, as I had mentioned earlier, I was seconded po. So, naging Assistant Secretary po ako ng Office of the President.
Okay, you're an ASEC.
Yeah,
okay.
From 2016 to 2021. And was promoted again to Undersecretary in 2022 before the end of his term.
So, ASEC, naging USEC.
So, naging national government employee ka?
Yes, as I had mentioned earlier, Mr. Chair, I was seconded po.
Hindi, seconded. Seconded. Don't you remain the employee of your mother agency?
You keep the original position, Mr. Chair, but the moment you will be seconded to the different office, you will keep the position of the new office, of the adopted office.
Sino nagpasweldo sa'yo? Sige, para lang ma-simplify.
Office of the President po, Mr. Chair.
So gano'n. Tapos, pagbalik mo na lang sa LGU, parang yung seniority mo doon tuloy-tuloy. Tama? Ganun ba yan?
Nabalik po ako sa dati ko pong position, which is the Supervising Administrative Officer.
Oo nga, pero counted yung 6 years mo na as if
Plantilla po, permanent position po.
Sige. Anyway,
Yeah,
research na lang namin
yes, Mr.
yan.
Chairman, I will no longer belabor the point. I was just trying to understand clearly from the allegations being hurled against her, Mr. Chairman, but I will just pursue it next time. Mr. Chairman, considering that we have the ES here, the Internal Affairs Service, I would just like to point out, Mr. Chairman, that this representation had been emphasizing the importance of accessibility and enhancing the accessibility of our our kababayans to the PNP Internal Affairs Service. And I was looking at the reports here. Nakalagay po dito that based on IAS 2023 annual report, 1,777 out of 1,844 police stations, or 96%, have established IAS desks. This is the correct figure, sir. And as of May 2023, there were 4,098 trained IAS desk personnel. Is that the correct statement?
Actually, Mr. Senator, ano na po yan?
Noon pa to?
Noon pa po yan. As of now, that ESDS it has been discontinued because we don't have enough personnel to man all of those desks, Mr. Chair.
So yun ho yung problema dun. So who are manning such desks now, Your Honor?
Mr. Chair, if there are personnel available, that these are more in the urban areas. In the suburban and rural areas, we don't have enough personnel. So in the urban areas, we do have a few remaining, but majority...
So to date po, sir, I'm sorry, to date, how many IAS desks po in public spaces have been established or operating for that
I will get the exact figure, Mr. Chair.
Kahit next time na lang. And one last thing, Mr. Chairman, no, nakita ko lang kasi, and I cannot just ignore the fact that the IAS reported a 100% case resolution rate in 2022, attributing the same to the implementation of the case management information system, which has revolutionized the way internal investigations are conducted. Mr. Chairman, while this is a commendable feat, I wanted to know sana, Mr. Chairman, what does the term case resolution mean? Suspension of officers po ba? O cases have been filed against erring officers? From the IAS resolution po ba, may mga actions that are implemented or taken against erring officers? Ano yung reparations na I suppose were made to the relatives of the victims, if any, Mr. Chair? Please.
Mr. Chair, the 100% case resolution refers to the timeline within which all of the administrative cases should be resolved. Dahil po ito ay summary hearing.
So target yun, no?
Targets po yun. Ano? So within a certain period or within a certain timeline, we should be resolving all of these cases from the start up to the end, which is the time when we render a resolution for elevation to the Chief PNP. Because our decisions in IAS is only recommendatory, Mr. Chair.
Sir, one last po. If has there been any instance where a police was found guilty by the court, but the IAS found differently in its internal investigation, or vice versa?
I can recall, but this will be more anecdotal because I don't have the files with me, Mr.
Okay
Chair.
lang po.
But we do have cases where, in fact, it's the other way around. We have exonerated them, but the court found them guilty.
Okay.
So,
Thank you,
we have
Mr.
those
Chairman.
situations, Mr. Chair.
Thank you for that clarification. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Colonel Grijaldo, kayo ba'y nag-oath kanina?
Yes,
Nag-oath
sir.
kayo kanina sa start?
Yes, sir. Opo, sir.
Kasi itong sabi ni Congressman Abante, there's no truth to your accusations daw. Anyway, so I'm sure ready ka naman sigurong panindigan yung sinabi mo. Ha?
Yes, sir. I will, sir.
Sige. Okay,
Saka Mr. Chairman, si Colonel Espinido nandito rin. Baka pwede rin natin siyang tanungin kung may experience din siyang ganun.
siguro naman, Colonel Espinido, gusto mo sagutin yung tanong? Kasi I'm sure kung meron ka sigurong ganun,
Sasabihin,
i-volunteer mo na
you will also
information.
volunteer.